Le kae le kae?
If uzoburate nge-24 laphana for heritage.
Oh, 24 tsane.
This month.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, re tla bua. Sharp.
Generating units. In its latest report, Eskom had indicated more than 16,500 megawatts had been lost due to breakdowns. The controlled power cuts are set to be downgraded tomorrow morning, but the power utility is still urging South Africans to use electricity sparingly. Meanwhile, Eskom says it's already working on a plan to address the Soweto power crisis. This in response to an ultimatum from Joburg Mayor Mpho Palatse to look into the issues within 2 weeks or face protest action. The utility's Daphne Mokoena faced a hostile crowd of Soweto residents yesterday. She says it is short notice.
For the 14 days, we will try our level best to do them in that 14 days. More 14 days, we will inform the country. But our aim is obviously, we received the information yesterday, Lerona will respond.
There are fears kidnappers are exploiting social media to find victims. That's the warning from City of Cape Town Mayoral Committee member JP Smith. The police minister had recently indicated a rise in kidnapping cases. Dominic Majola has more.
Last month, Police Minister Peggy Cele released the latest quarterly crime statistics, which indicate a threefold year-on-year increase in cases in the 3 months since January. Smith says they are in talks with representatives from a renowned international consulting group that specializes in kidnapping and extortion training, and that instead of waiting for the national government and the Minister of Police to find a solution, he and his team are exploring ways in which the city of Cape Town can become better equipped to protect their citizens. Dominic Majola, Eyewitness News.
Clearly, crime does not pay enough to afford today's fuel prices. Cape Town Metro police officers have caught a suspect with an illegal firearm after he got stuck without fuel. Last night, LEAP officers on patrol noticed a sedan in the middle of the road in Mfuleni. The driver informed them he had run out of fuel, but an officer noticed a gun-shaped bulge along his waistline. The unlicensed firearm was confiscated and will be sent for ballistics to establish whether it's been used in any crimes. Newly elected EFF Gauteng chairperson Nkululeko Dunga warns provincial structures must start gearing up for the 2024 general elections. He shared the stage with 5 others at the 5th Provincial People's Assembly in Boksburg yesterday. Delegates are now set to elect 20 additional members. Dunga will be deputized by Philip Makwela, while Moshe Koma has been re-elected as provincial secretary. Tsidi Madia spoke to Dunga and filed this report.
Nkululeko Dunga's election was cast in stone, with Eyewitness News previously reporting that he had received the blessing of EFF leader Julius Malema. He and 4 others were nominated, with their proposed opponents failing to meet the threshold. Speaking at the sidelines, Dunga says the work heading into the next national elections must start now.
EFF have got to be functional and continue to be functional. They've got to start gearing up into a second phase.
He's affronted at being deemed the anointed one, saying he earned his place as the new chair of the province.
I would love to think that all these delegates that are here derived their support base for our nomination and accepting the nomination based on the track record that has been set up.
Gauteng will no doubt be hotly contested terrain between now and the 2024 polls, with most parties eyeing control of South Africa's economic hub on the back of the ANC's continued decline. The EFF Gauteng People's Assembly will draw to a close today. Tsidi Madia, Eyewitness News, Boksburg.
And producers of the Netflix historical drama The Crown are pausing production on the show's 6th season after news of Queen Elizabeth's passing. As a mark of respect, filming on The Crown has been suspended. Filming will also be suspended on the day of the Queen's funeral. That's expected to take place in London in just over a week's time. Meanwhile, the Queen's coffin will leave Balmoral today and will be taken to the Palace of Holyrood House in Edinburgh on the first stage of its journey towards a state funeral. A fine day in store for Gauteng. Joburg has a low of 10 and a high of 30. Vereniging 10 and 31. Pretoria 14 and 33. Cape Town has a 30% chance of rain with a light south-southwesterly breeze, a low of 12 and a high of 16. The top story this hour, Eskom has scheduled a briefing for tomorrow to update the public on the state of the power system as South Africa languishes under stage 4 load shedding.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.
702.
Weekend breakfast with Refilwe Mpakani.